What's the fastest you've wiped a smirk off of someone's face? This is actually one of my favorite time to grow up moves I do as a teacher. Within the first few days of school every year, I give a writing assignment to my students. I explain the writing prompt and the expectations, that I give them 20 minutes to write. One of the expectations is that they will fill an entire sheet. I always know ahead of time who the class clown and excuse makers are. Every single time I do this assignment, a handful of them just talk the whole time they're supposed to be writing. I don't correct them. I pretend like I don't notice. Then, when the 20 minutes is over, I collect their papers. When I see that they've barely written anything, I ask them to explain themselves. The excuses are always the same. I didn't know what to write about, or I ran out of time. I ask if they had listened when I explained the assignment, and if they used their time wisely. Of course they always say that they did. It's not their fault that they couldn't finish the assignment, you see. I give them a chance to tell the truth, one more time. That they were talking when I explained what to do, and then kept talking to their friends during the writing time. And that's why they didn't finish the assignment. They never take that second chance. They're usually smirking and laughing at this point, thinking that they're getting away with the same thing they got away with in the lower grades. Minimum effort, making a joke of everything, and lying to their teachers about it. Then, without speaking, I turn on the projector. Once it warms up, they see themselves on the screen, themselves at the beginning of class, and just like that, their smirks disappear. Before I explained the assignment, I aimed my iPad at the class and set it to take a time lapse. Before you comment. Yes, I'm allowed to do that. I've always taught at private schools, and one of the many papers parents sign before their children begin school is a permission to record sheet. And it's not a hidden recording. My iPad was out there in the open the whole time. The recording never gets saved or outside the classroom at all. I have the entire class watch the time-lapse video, so we can see who was listening to me as I explained the assignment, and who used their time wisely afterwards. Then we compare their results to the students who were chatting with their friends when I explained the assignment, and continued to do so when it was time to work. Then I go all fatherly coach-like on them and just say how disappointed I am in their lack of effort and their lying to me about it, because I know they can do better. And I expect better from them in the future. The students who paid attention and or at least tried their best to complete the task get some kind of small reward. I know, it's kind of a douchebag move, but it works wonders. Some of these kids probably hate me. Those class clown, excuse-making kids are actually pretty smart and do good work after that. They just needed a little time to take things seriously, Jolt. It also helps establish what I expect of my students, which makes all the difference when it comes to student behavior throughout the year. A lot of the kids even want, emphasis on want, to do well to gain my respect, and in turn better grades. My principal has even noticed that the students always go way easier on me than they do most of my co-workers. It's because the students respect me, that's all. The whole "let's look at the video and see what really happened" thing is just one of a few things I do in the first week of school to cement that standard I expect. That's what some teachers get wrong. They have the knowledge and expertise, just not the skills to deal with a bunch of teenagers. They got so tired of fighting with the students every day throughout the year. Me? I go for the knockout in the first round. Much easier that way.